Let's take a look at this optic from a company called Spina. Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's your boy, Big Ball Vlogs. Actually, I don't know why I keep saying that. Big Ball Brand is the name now. Big Ball Brand, Big Ball Vlogs, Big Ball Shooting, Big Ball Branded, owner and operator of BigBallHoldingCompany.com. 10% off with the discount code grand opening, by the way. Let's get that out of the way. But yeah, I want to take a look at this new optic from a company. Well, not new. It's new for me, but maybe not new to some of you guys. But I haven't found a lot about it online. From a company called Spina. You guys, if you haven't been following the channel, I am the budget guy. And, you know, there's this thing that goes around that reigns that guys say it's buy once, cry once. Well, I like buying, and I also like a good deal. So, you know, and I'm not the only one, by the way. I don't want to throw other people on the bus, but, you know, Rep Steve, he's got like $4,000 guns with like $30 flashlights on them. And he's got like budget optics from Amazon. We love shopping on Amazon. And for me, it's more about the deal and, you know, like I said, history of this. I couldn't always afford the cool toys, so I would buy what I could buy, looking for quality without the compromise, or looking for a good price without the compromise of quality. And I've had some good picks and I've had some bad picks. But for me personally, I find that, yeah, there's a lot of good quality optics out there that don't cost as much as what some of you guys are putting on your pistols. I mean, there's a lot of change, I guess, a shift in the size and purpose of optics, I guess, these days. I remember way back in the day, because I'm old, I'm 50 years old, watching a movie called Terminator and seeing like a laser on the top of a gun like this big. Was like, that was small to me. And then we got down to like little optics like this. And now we're starting to creep back up to these crazy ass, like, enclosed optics, which look like they're just huge, sitting on top of your frame of your gun, on the side of your gun. But yeah, there's this shift in optics, right? So not knocking what you want or what you choose to use. That's up to you. I just personally don't choose to get into stuff that is, you know, all about the cost, right? So, you know, like an RMR or whatever that optic you may choose. I mean, I don't want to be flat, I guess, bragging about the fact that I got a $700 optic on my $4,000 gun. I want to get an optic and a gun that run and shoot the hell out of it and not have to worry about dropping it, breaking or whatever. So that's where I'm at. So for the most part, I buy a lot of my stuff from Amazon. And I know you think that's crazy because, yes, I am the owner operator of BigBallHoldingCompany.com. Coupon code grand opening for 10% off discount. And I choose to, instead of going here or to my vendors and buying like a Hollow Sun 407, blah, 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 with the solar panel on it for, I don't know, I can't tell you because it's MAP, but not as much as you guys probably would pay for it. I choose to go to Amazon all the time and search the ends of Amazon to find a budget optic. And just to give you an example of what I've gone through so far, and all of these have been running. I mean, this isn't an Amazon optic by any means. This is a Burris Fastfire 3. And this is on my trusty old 20 plus year old Glock 19 Gen 2, very first gun I probably ever bought. No, not the very first one, but one of the first ones. I bought that when I was like 21 years old. And like I say, to run through some of the other optics I've shot, you've seen me shoot these all the time on my budget carry gun, my G3C here. You see that I have this optic, which is from a company. It was simply like, it was branded American Epsilon at the time. But this optic has a solar panel on top of it, has a top loading battery bay. It has a lot going on for it that a lot of, let me get that focused. A lot of optics on the market that cost a lot of money have that you're going to pay for, right? So you know how much I pay for this? At the time I had a coupon discount code going for it. I think I paid about $45 for these. Now they go for about $100. I'm always looking for the deals when they throw them out there for you guys to test them out. And I managed to get a lot of them at a lower cost than what you guys may get it for. But I think right now about $100, I think I would probably go with it again. It's been running on this gun. I put hundreds of rounds through it and it has no problems at all. It's got the solar back up. I just don't see why I would want to spend a lot of money. And then here's a baby brother or baby sister, whatever you choose to name it. This is the American Epsilon RMFC version, which again, I'm going to try to get that to focus. I don't know why my camera isn't focusing right now, but this is the RMFC version. And that also has a solar panel on top of it. And it has a side loading battery bay. So, I mean, running on this 22, but I also ran it on my G3C for quite a while before I switched up because I needed an optic for this 22. Now, going up a little bit more, I mean, again, I got these when they're on deal. This is the Zulisi O Plus. It's very big window. It is sort of the size of maybe your hollow sun competition. It's got a very large window on it for a lot of viewing space. And as you can see, there's the clarity. You can probably see clarity right there. It's not. The glass looks really, really good. Been running these on only 2 or 3 of my guns. Hundreds of rounds through them. No issue so far. Everything that I like about optics when I look at them, if you can probably tell, because this camera is not focusing. I don't know why, but it's probably because I got it in exposure lock. The epoxy around the window, everything looks good about this optic. There's no cheap Chinese crap about it. It works. Shake the wake, all types of stuff that you would get in a high-end optic on this one for, I think at the time I spent about $80 for. And then I stepped it up a little bit. Like I said, I don't know why, but a lot of you guys have been chasing the enclosed emitter, and I stepped it up a little bit, and I got this Riton Tactics, I think it was, I don't know, Riton Tactics 1 or something like that, enclosed emitter. I think I might have paid like $130 for this one for my cost. It's probably gonna cost you about $200, so don't take my cost. But yeah, a higher end optic. And I got another one which I don't choose to go get it right now. I got an oak. No, what is it called? An O Hunt on my 12 gauge shotgun. I paid about $40 for it. It has a 36 MOA ring with 3 MOA dot in the middle, and that thing has been holding strong on a 12 gauge shotgun for many, many, many rounds. So this company, Spina, I've been wanting to try for some time, but it was only like I had to buy it from China, and I didn't want to risk it because this one cost me through Amazon $99, which no, maybe more than $99. I think it cost me like $100 and may have a coupon code on or something like that, but it was about $100 optic. And I didn't want to get it because, I'm an Amazon junkie. That's the bonus of having Amazon. You can pretty much, if you got Amazon Prime, you don't like it, send it back, no questions asked. I mean, yeah, I do that all the time, but didn't want to order this from China because I know it probably was been something I would have to keep if I didn't like it, but I really want to try it. And Amazon had one for sale, and I got it. So this is the Spina optic. Don't even know if it doesn't have any other branding of what model it has on it. But in a minute, I'm going to show you why I picked this thing and why I really wanted to run it. Because as you know, I've been running the Springfield Echelon without an optic. And I was just thinking, just have one in the back, just in case you decide to put one on. And I went with this one because I wanted to try them out. I've been looking at their products for a while on like eBay and other websites that, I shop like DHgate and stuff like that sometimes, looking for, things that you can find on those websites. And it will always pop up. I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I want to buy it, and then, get it here and then not like it. But this one got me to order, and I'll show you why in a minute. So let's first do a quick unboxing on what you get in the box. You're going to get a pretty nice presentation box, by the way. I love the graphics on that. And then on the inside, you're going to get a nice cleaning cloth labeled with the Spina logo. Inside the box, you're going to get a bunch of mounting screws, which are good because I'm going to probably need those for mounting this to the Echelon if I get it mounted, or if I want to mount it there. I might mount it to something else. And you get a couple of accessory wrenches, flathead screwdriver, and it looks like a Torx wrench in there. And you get, which I'd be surprised if that's it, because I don't see one. I was about to say you get a battery, but guess what? I don't see a battery in here. And what I also don't see, which is a downside, because maybe they just wanted to get this out for people to see it, is a set of instructions. So, negative. One positive is the box and presentation, everything comes in it, looks good. Negative is that there are no instructions, and I don't see a battery. And a lot of times companies won't ship a battery because they don't want to deal with the lithium, additional shipping of hazardous or explosive material, whatever, flammable material. But yeah, I don't have a battery. But here we go. And again, I think you guys are going to be impressed by this because I was impressed by it online, but without holding it and seeing it, I don't want to speak too much ahead of it. But yeah, you guys are going to be a little bit impressed by this. So this is the Spina. I'm going to have to post the actual model online. I'm going to have to post a model from where I got it from on Amazon in the comments below. But this is a Spina. And this is a beautiful. I got to get this to focus, bro. Let me see. Hold on. Maybe it's the lock on this. Let's see. Yeah. This is the Spina. And this thing is absolutely beautiful. Now, give me a second. I got to focus lock that again because the exposure is like way too high now. Let me bring that down just a little bit. Okay. We're going to lock that exposure. Let's see if I can get that to focus. Yep, I can by tapping on the screen, but it also blows out the exposure. So look at that thing, man. And that's why I bought it, because it also has a very nice solar panel on top. So solar powered, low deck height, so shouldn't have a problem co-witnessing with your, definitely no problem co-witnessing with your suppressor height sights. As you can see, it's got a pretty low deck height. If I can line it up equally like that, very low deck height, similar to this one, which I believe if I measured it was about 7 or 8 millimeter deck height. So you might not even have a problem with it. I'm going to go get it real quick because I want to see, which I don't know why I don't have it here. I want to see if it has enough or low enough deck height to co-witness with the echelon. All right, and we're back. So I went and picked up the echelon, and it's got the cap on it. So I'm just going to have to line it up with the base of the cap to see if it would co-witness and give you guys an idea of whether it would or will. And if I'm lining it up right there, right about there, yeah, definitely looks like the deck height is low enough to co-witness with the echelon's somewhat low sights. I mean, they're not suppressor height. I don't know. It's a little bit taller than standard, but they're definitely not suppressor height like a lot of my guns. But yes, as you can see, if I were to line that up with the base of the deck height with the base of the optics cut, that's about as high as you're going to get right there. So definitely going to get a nice co-witness. Actually, you're going to get probably a 1/3. Not even like on the Riton. The only thing I get for my co-witness is a little peak like that. I don't know if you can see it, but a little peak like that where the sights just barely peek across the deck height because the Riton has such a high deck height. But with this one, without even mounted, you can see that the deck height is going to be about right there. Now, what you also might notice is that this is also a very large window optic. It looks large. Ooh, put that there. It looks large, but I know this one is huge. And comparison-wise, side by side, yep, they're about the same size. So size-wise, these are both about the size of the Hollow Sun competition. Very, very large window. And if you don't know what I mean by a very large window, this is like your standard window size, that. And as you can see, the difference is night and day. This, I like this size because usually when I'm out and I'm running and I'm trying to shoot for speed, that window is huge and you're going to be able to pick up everything. Now, one thing I did notice about it, because I'm looking at it right now, you probably can see it a little bit. There's a little bit of parallax in there. See the difference? See how it's got that little bit of magnification going on in there? Not something that I'm really worried about because looking through it, I mean, I got the ring light in front of me. Looking through it, it's pretty clear. Even with that little tint on, I'm going to clean it up a little bit. It's pretty clear. And I don't think I will have a problem with it. Now, I'm in the worst lighting to try this out right now, but it does have a nice, decent sized 3 MOA dot there. A little bit blurry for me because I don't have my glasses on. If I had a pair, I should have bought a pair. That probably would clean right up because, again, I have one of those, that vision where dots look a little bit blurry. Some of you guys may get that with an astigmatism. How you say it? Astigmatism? Yeah. But for me, yeah, I know that I'm going to get a blurry dot for what it is. That's why I don't shoot large, like 6 MOA dots, because it's just going to blur out that target and I'm not going to be able to see it. On top here, like I said, you have a solar panel. And right now, because I didn't even hit the button, let's see. Yep, solar panel is working. I don't know if I can get you to see that. Let's see. Can you see the dot in there? No, watch this. Gone. 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 So solar panel is working. And from what I read, which this thing doesn't come with a set of instructions, and I don't know, I'm going to have to look it up online. Amazon had it listed. I think that solar panel backup is something that you have to turn on. So once you got a battery in here, which I don't know if there is a battery in here. Let's see if there's a battery in here. I'll see if I can turn this thing on. Let's try both of them at the same time. Negative, negative. I don't think there's a battery in here. I mean, I can get a screwdriver and try it real quick. But what I read was you would be able to turn that solar panel, that solar backup on and off. I don't know why they would have that. I would want it to be on to charge the battery maybe, or to be on so that, I don't have to worry about the battery when I'm out in bright daylight situations or even indoors like this, because I'm in a lot of, fluorescent lighting. I want that to be on so it can pick it on its own and not have me do it. There is no other optic on here or no other sensor on here that would indicate that it has the ability to self-adjust. What you do have on one side is the brightness controls, and on the other side you have the battery bay door And what it comes mounted to, and this is, by the way, the RMR footprint optic. It comes mounted to a Picatinny rail mount, which seems to be pretty decent. It's got a spring-loaded little thing there. So, you know, when you're loading up, I mean, everything about it looks really good. And like I said, if you take a quick look at it, it is clean. As far as the clicks go, not sure. I think they may be MOA with a flathead screwdriver, and they look, again, really, really clean. So I like it. That's a nice optic, man. Don't know what I'm going to put it on because I don't feel like, you know, not that I don't feel like, I really wanted to kind of stay with running the Echelon without an optic just so I can stay good on my irons. Since I have 2 Glocks mounted up with the Oak Plus, I might just remove one of the Oak Pluses and run this, but that's going to be another video. I want to give you a quick look at this optic from Spina. Again, I will leave the link to this for Amazon in the description below. You can find them on eBay. You can find them on DHgate. You can find them a lot of places, but if you really want to support me, if you don't want to buy anything from bigballholdingcompany.com, coupon code grand opening for 10% off. You can definitely go help me by buying this thing from Amazon, where I get an affiliate link. You know, what do you call it? I don't know, affiliate link. I don't know what you call it. I get money back when you buy stuff from Amazon. That makes sense. So that's it for now. The next time you see this, maybe a series of shorts of me running this on one of my other guns. I'm probably going to put 100 or 200 rounds through it right off the bat just to see whether or not it holds up. Like I said, everything looks clean on it. The epoxy looks clean. I believe it's water resistant up to a certain depth for a certain amount of time. I got to find the instruction manual. So I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll shoot another video as a part 2 and let you know everything else that I don't know right now. Talk to you later. Peace.